Alright, so peep this. It's finally time. After 3 whole videos of Vegeta taking nothing but L after L after L after L.
2 hours later.
After L after L.
1 eternity later.
After L. It's finally time for the Vegeta Get Back video. Now, you already know, with as many L's as he's taken, he also had to have gotten his lick back a few times. And best believe, whenever Vegeta gets back, he makes sure to do you 10 times worse than you did him. It gotta be because he's a Saiyan. We're all well aware of how them niggas move once they realize they got the upper hand. The whole race is full of elite frontrunners. Vegeta's run of getting back starts on Namek, where he slid on any and every Frieza soldier he laid his eyes upon. This had to be payback for all the bullshit he went through working under that nigga Frieza. And it all starts with this lame goober who tried to call himself Vegeta's rival. Like, who are you feeling like? Kui reads Vegeta's power level on the scouter, and the number he sees got him thinking shit's sweet. So he pulls up on Vegeta with a swiftness, and hits on sight with them. Kui comes down trying to hit Vegeta with an explosive punch, which Vegeta avoids easily, and that gets Kui yapping.
Well, Vegeta, I think it's finally time we run these ones. That's if you're not pussy.
Oh, you talking crazy today, aren't you? I'm gonna let you know right now, gang. While I was on Earth, they put me onto some of them tricks they got.
Like what? Running like a bitch? That's been in your bag.
How about you f*** around with that scouter and find out what I mean?
Brother, what are you yammering about?
Kui tries to get his shit off, thinking he's got the edge on Vegeta, but that gets shut down the second Vegeta starts powering up for real. The moment Kui's scouter picks up on Vegeta's actual power level, he starts singing a completely different tune. Nigga's scouter pops, he starts doing the Jordan meme. He knows it's up for him. Now this dude Kui tries to kiss up to Vegeta, begging bro to let him join him instead of scrapping. And this just gets Vegeta heated, cause this was the same nigga who just a couple seconds ago was on all smoke. Remember, Kui was the one who threw the first punch, and now he wanna act scary? Hell nah. Vegeta ain't going for that at all. He tells Kui to shut up and stand on his nuts, cause they got hands to throw. Walking right up in his face, got Kui quivering in his boots, and out of fear, he tries to pull a quick one. He pretends Frieza just pulled up behind Vegeta, gets him to turn around and booms him point blank. But let me tell you right here, ain't nobody watching this worried about anything Kui threw out, especially when this nigga is out here stealing Vegeta's bag. And out of all the moves bro could copy, he chose the one that made a consistent appearance in Vegeta's losses. What Kui had coming was set in stone at this point. After the dust clears from his attack, there's nothing of Vegeta to be seen, so Kui's dumbass thinks he's obliterated bro, laughing all high and mighty. But the second he hears Vegeta's voice to his side, I know that nigga's soul left his body. That brother is terrified, so much so that he forgets his ass can fly for a second. He legit tries to run, trips, then looks back, and finally remembers he can fly. All while Vegeta is watching him and getting even more pissed. The fact that the Frieza Force niggas were even comparing the two already had him tight. And now seeing how sorry this nigga really is, this is the type of hate Wemby got for Chet, but times 10. As Kui tries to fly away, Vegeta takes off after him, looking mad as shit, appearing right in front of bro. Got Kui's whole life flashing right before his eyes. One swift move turns that nigga into a donut, sending him hurling high into the air. And with the motion of his fingers, he pops that nigga like a balloon. Hey, wait a minute. Ain't this the same shit Frieza did to Krillin? Okay, all that matters is this is the first of many getbacks, just on Namek alone. Vegeta keeps his momentum rolling when he runs up on Dodoria, another nigga who thought shit was sweet with Vegeta. Right after getting snuck by Gohan, who was on some King Von timing himself, little bro was gonna get his big homie Piccolo back by any means. Same kid who was scared to finish that team attack against Nappa was out here kicking the life out of random space soldiers solo dolo, and doing it in front of that nigga's boss. Any Frieza Force promotion talks that nigga Dodoria had going on were in the mud after getting done like that, so you already know his ass was mad, charging after Gohan, Krillin, and Dende after recovering. But that doesn't end well for him, because not only does he eat a solar flare and lose the 3, but as his eyes recover and he starts searching for the 3, Dodoria gets snuck once again, this time by none other than Vegeta, who hits that nigga on the top of the head, sending his big ass barreling into the water. When he finally makes it to land, there waiting for him is Vegeta, and like I mentioned earlier, Dodoria thinks shit is sweet when he sees Vegeta, telling him that if he hands over his scouter, he'll let that attack slide for the one time. That brother is completely unaware that Vegeta is the one calling the shots in this situation. Vegeta takes off the scouter, placing it on the ground, got Dodoria thinking his little intimidation tactic worked. As he walks up to grab it, Vegeta crushes the scouter at the last moment, leaving Dodoria flabbergasted. I can't fathom why in the world Vegeta would do that. Luckily for him, he won't have to wonder too long. Vegeta pretty much gives him the rundown of how he can sense energy thanks to his trip to Earth, and hearing that, Dodoria comes to the conclusion that Vegeta switched up on the Frieza Force and is rolling with the Earthlings now, so he tries to fake Vegeta out by telling him he packed up his Earth allies, and that Vegeta will be next if he doesn't keep it pushing. Which makes me wonder, what was Dodoria thinking? I mean, this nigga is instigating a Saiyan right now. You already know these niggas like the box. And from the way Dodoria keeps backing up, I can tell, brother wants no smoke with Vegeta, but he keeps antagonizing him anyway. Shit gotta be self-sabotage. Vegeta, hearing all this big talk, decides to test his chain, telling him to swing, and hearing this, Dodoria gets active. No way this nigga's first instinct is to key spam. This really who Frieza got on payroll?
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Let me tell you how sorry this move is. We don't even gotta see the aftermath to know it was useless. Just pay attention to Dodoria's face when he stops firing. You can see the fear enter his body when he realizes his attack didn't do a damn thing. And speaking of, Vegeta appears right behind him, talking his shit. Dodoria notices and tries swinging backwards, but Vegeta catches the strike, and here's where things start getting disrespectful. Vegeta, while grabbing his arm, jumps in the air, makes Dodoria spin for him, grabbed onto his other arm, and got Dodoria looking crazy. Had him in this wild position for like a good minute, looking like he's taking intergalactic back shots.
I beg your pardon?
Dodoria is eventually able to break free when he tells Vegeta that he knows what really happened to his planet. They strike up a little deal where in exchange for information on how Planet Vegeta really got done, Vegeta would let Dodoria go. So after a little backstory, we see Dodoria take to the air, preparing to leave. But what he wasn't aware of was that Vegeta didn't care what he had to do to get back. Lie, cheat, or steal. That little deal they made, let's just say Vegeta had his fingers crossed the entire time. He starts releasing his energy, which gets Dodoria panicking. Vegeta tries to run away, calling for Frieza to save him. But too bad for Dodoria, there's no way out of this one. You're done. With the thrust of his hands, Vegeta completely eviscerates Dodoria, adding yet another name to the list of getbacks. And best believe this is not even close to the end of Vegeta getting back on just Namek alone, cause he got a little run-in with Zarbon, which if you've seen the show, you already know about the belting Vegeta took in their initial scrap. But unlike other L's, this wasn't one Vegeta left unchecked. After getting healed and that Zenkai hitting, Vegeta was fiending to get his lick back, and luckily for him, he didn't have to wait long for his chance. Thanks to Vegeta causing a big commotion on Frieza's ship and stealing his Dragon Balls, he's now #1 priority for grunts like Zarbon to handle. So while Vegeta is doing his own Dragon Ball hunt, coming across Krillin and Bulma, hot on his tracks is Zarbon, there to put Vegeta in a pack. But before he can do that, he gotta find out what Vegeta did with the other Dragon Balls. So Zarbon starts questioning him, but Vegeta isn't with the yapping, telling Zarbon if he wants to find out about the Dragon Balls, he better box about it. Zarbon, who had just beat the shit out of Vegeta not too long ago, thinking this about to be barbecue chicken, is like,
oh, say less.
And they get to scrapping. Zarbon goes in trying to catch Vegeta with back-to-back kicks, which the Prince weaves effortlessly, taking to the air and firing off his signature move. You can take a guess at how that goes. Zarbon weaves through the key spam, pulls up in Vegeta's face and tries to boom him, but Vegeta pulls a fire-ass maneuver. This dude creates a ball of ki in his hands and uses it as a shield to deflect the blast. This nigga is in his bag. Can't go giving him too much credit though, cause right when he turns back, Zarbon is right on him with a smack to the face. Vegeta doesn't seem too phased though. Bro's more worried about Krillin trying to escape, sending a wave of ki to keep them in the Dragon Ball at bay. That leaves him wide open to Zarbon, who really could have snuck the nigga right here, but instead flies right in front of his face and fires the most telegraph blast imaginable, which Vegeta weaves and counters with a kick to the face. Rattles that nigga's brain so hard, he starts having flashbacks to Frieza calling him a failure. Zarbon runs back in, trying to land a kick, and just like the two before, he whiffs again. And at this point, Vegeta's getting disappointed. I mean, if the nigga's not gonna transform, then
It's no use!
he pretty much calls Zarbon a bitch ass nigga and flies off while laughing in his face. And I'ma just say, me personally, I wouldn't take this level of disrespect. And from the way Zarbon reacted, it looks like he doesn't either, finally turning up and transforming. Zarbon takes off right after Vegeta to continue the boxing, and the first thing Vegeta does is fire off another wave of his signature move. Nigga out here looking like Prime Roberson with a shot, missing everything. Zarbon comes in with a swipe, which Vegeta ducks under. Zarbon tries to follow the attack up, but Vegeta jumps into the air. And remember what I said, when it comes to getting back, Vegeta will get his by any means necessary. Lie, cheat, steal. See, when Vegeta was on the ground, he picked up some sand, which he throws into Zarbon's eyes while jumping into the air, stunning him and leaving him open. Vegeta comes in from behind, booming Zarbon in the back. Zarbon turns to face Vegeta, but it's too late. Vegeta's already above him, cocking back a heavy attack, and sends Zarbon hurling into the water, following it up with another helping of... And it actually looks a bit effective this time, completely shredding through Zarbon's Frieza Force fit, as we see him trying to avoid the incoming blast. Vegeta sees this and takes the initiative, charging in. The two exchange hands for a short bit before landing back on the ground, where Vegeta really starts talking his shit. I'm not gonna lie gang, you might want to start begging, and I mean early stream type begging, cause I'm about to do you so grimy right now.
Begging? Nigga, did you forget the hands I put on you last time we fought? You damn near died.
I know, right? That shit was just what I needed. That Zenkai got me feeling like a whole new nigga.
Just what you needed? What do you mean by that?
Well, you see, gang, here's the thing about Saiyans.
A few minutes later.
And that's called a Zenkai.
So you're saying that I made you way stronger?
Indeed.
I made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment.
After giving Zarbon a quick lesson on Saiyan biology, the two get back to scrapping, and it becomes real clear that Vegeta has the upper hand. He's clearly getting the better of the exchange, landing multiple punches up top and turning Zarbon's insides into mush with multiple knees, softening up for an incoming punch that damn near pierces straight through that nigga. Almost had him on the list of anime donuts. I spoke too soon. With Kui, Dodoria, and Zarbon, that's 3 of Vegeta's Namek get-backs out the way, leading into the next set against the Ginyu Force, who, not gonna lie, when they first touched down, put Vegeta and friends straight in the dirt. If Goku didn't pull up when he did, we all know it was raps. So Goku pulls up and puts these niggas on notice, one-shotting Recoome and doing Birdo just like he did Nappa on Earth. And while Goku left the two alive, he also left them vulnerable around the likes of Vegeta, who has no problem kicking a nigga while they're down. Vegeta packs up Recoome, getting back for how bro was doing him, which you know, when a nigga gets picked out the ground like a vegetable, I'm not gonna tell him how to react. You do you. Then he follows up by doing the same to Birder. That nigga thought Vegeta would forget him snatching the Dragon Ball right out the air when he threw it. Had Vegeta looking goofy. You know he couldn't let that slide. And he's not done sliding on Ginyu Force nigga. Cause when Ginyu pulls up in Goku's body with Jace, best believe Vegeta made sure to handle that boy. Had Jace looking like the RDC Youngboy meme when Vegeta pulled up behind him. Bro don't want this fade, but he's gonna catch it anyway. The two start boxing, Vegeta putting Jace on the back foot. Jace does fire back, landing a little 1-2, which Vegeta proceeds to laugh off and decides to flex a bit, telling Jace to check his power level. And when he does, any false confidence that nigga had is gone. Shit had him so shook, he had to blame the scouter just to cope. But all that coping won't save his ass, and Vegeta lets him know just that, giving him his own little lesson on Saiyan biology. And hearing this, there's only one thing Jace thinks to do. Oh my goodness, this move is trash! Vegeta legit flies straight through the key spam. Nigga don't even gotta dodge. Comes in hot, arm cocked back, and lets off a nasty heavy, knocking the sonic rings out this nigga. Then follows that up with a chop to the side. I know his liver was on fire, clutching the hell out of this shit. And when Jace opens his eyes, all he sees is Vegeta's hand in his face. Bro don't even get the opportunity to beg for his life. Vegeta cuts him off mid-sentence, eviscerating that nigga point blank.
But wait, there's more.
Yup, Vegeta's not done sliding quite yet, especially when there's a 2-for-1 opportunity like Ginyu and Goku's body. Bro saw a chance to get back at both the Frieza Force and Goku at the same time, and took that shit with no hesitation. He runs up on Bro while he's busy dealing with Gohan and Krillin. Ginyu sees Vegeta coming, throws Gohan aside and swings, but Vegeta ducks under and starts giving that nigga straight body work. Uppercut to the gut, then following it upstairs with another uppercut. Nigga moving hella aggressive with these strikes. Just look at how far he cocks back for both punches. That hate for Goku got him throwing bombs. He activates that chase down Hall of Fame, kicking Ginyu in the back, chasing him down once more and finishing the assault by slamming Ginyu into the ground. Got Goku and Ginyu's body looking nervous. Bro knows he's gonna have to feel that pain real soon and is not looking forward to it. Vegeta with this devious look charges straight down towards Ginyu, really trying to blow Goku's body to smithereens. Luckily for Goku, Ginyu pulls a body change, allowing him to jump in the way and getting his body back. Ginyu tries again to snatch Vegeta's body, but Goku comes in clutch, tossing a frog in the attack path, holding the hell out of Ginyu. You know, when you really think about it, Vegeta moving like this on Namek makes perfect sense. This was pretty much Vegeta's get back arc, sliding on every Frieza Force soldier for disrespecting the same race and his pride. Call that nigga FFK. Frieza Force Killer. Anyway, with Ginyu handled, that pretty much wraps up all the successful getbacks on Namek. Vegeta does try that shit with Frieza, and we all know how that goes. But it's all good, because we also know that down the line, Vegeta does return the favor when Frieza pulls up to Earth for vengeance against Goku. And not gonna lie, that was not going well for him at all. Goku in blue was doing shit I ain't never seen him do the entire series. Prime example of how Saiyans be on some straight bullshit when they realize they got the advantage. This nigga randomly pulls out a 1-inch punch, just showing off what he got in his bag for shits and giggles. And all that trolling gets him popped. Not gonna lie, Goku fans, that nigga got some pretty sorry losses. Don't think he's safe from getting a video of his own L's, cause them Goku lowlights get wicked. But anyway, Goku gets taken out by a laser beam and Vegeta steps in to handle business. He tells Krillin to give Goku a senzu, cause that brother in his own words is fading fast, talking about Goku like he's washed Lightning McQueen. Krillin pulls up to hand over the senzu, but Frieza, well aware, ain't trying to let that happen, firing off a ball of ki. Vegeta intercepts it, swatting that bitch away right into sorbet, booming that nigga. And now it's just them two. running the ones. And just like all the other niggas on Namek who got absolutely belted, Frieza sees Vegeta and instantly thinks shit's finna be sweet, telling him how he got no shot at winning. And you know Vegeta ain't letting that type of talk slide. Bro basically said, "Oh, say less," and goes blue, striking a whole new fear into Frieza. And since it's the movie version, you already know they gotta show off the new form. Camera doing a whole 360 around Blue Vegeta, making sure we see the transformation and the fit. You see that symbol on the armor? That's that Whis brand exclusive, only available on Beerus's planet. Got that boy fitted. Vegeta feeling himself too, got that smug ass smirk as he starts walking Frieza down. Got the tyrant fearing for his life so bad that as a fear tactic, he fires off. Ah yes, the classic key spam. I swear, none of these niggas ever learned from their past mistakes. If they did, this move would have been retired. Shit, we're gonna get GTA 6 before I ever see this move work as intended. Vegeta walks straight through the key spam, unfazed, telling Frieza he's about to send him back to hell while staring him down. And I swear, Frieza out here moving like he got the quirk Enhanced Ignorance, because for some reason, he still thinks he's got the upper hand, going as far as to antagonize Vegeta, really calling him Prince of No One.
You idiot. You're honestly an idiot. I don't know what's wrong with you.
Vegeta, now on go, rushes in, kicking off the beatdown with a heavy, straight to the gut. Got Frieza foaming at the mouth. Frieza tries to return a 1-2, but it's no use. Vegeta's too quick, dodging the punches and countering with a clean 1-2 of his own, then holding the pose as he watches Frieza fall back in pain, enjoying every second. Frieza barely keeps himself from hitting the ground and tries to come back with another punch. Vegeta weaves by jumping out the way and fires off 2 kicks. The first one stuns him, and the second roundhouse sends him sliding back. And when Frieza recovers, he's met with Vegeta mean mugging the hell out of him. That gets Frieza heated, rushing in again, but just like every other attempt, it fails. Vegeta weaves the kick and tail strike, then lands a nasty 4-piece. Right upstairs, left straight to the liver, back upstairs with another right, finishing it off with a kick straight to the sternum, knocking the gold clean out of bro. This was an all-time get back, had Frieza on all fours looking helpless. Vegeta got his hand out, ready to boom that nigga once and for all. But sadly, we all know what happens next. He got hoed, robbed, bamboozled, led astray. His get back gets cut short because Frieza pretty much rage quits, technically handing Vegeta an L. But that doesn't erase the ass whooping we all just watched. So while Vegeta didn't get the kill, he did have Frieza on all fours looking like a bitch, and we'll take that. Hopefully when Super comes back and Black Frieza makes his move, Vegeta can get justice for how he got robbed. But until then, we move on to the next and final get back of the video. And I know for a fact Vegeta was waiting to get his lick back the moment he lost to Goku Black. That nigga was for sure having sleepless nights, just itching, fiending to get back on Goku Black. I mean, he literally blew the time chamber to smithereens with how much training he was putting in preparing for this get back. The amount of hatred this nigga had to have had for Goku Black to be this motivated, that shit was I hate you nigga, let's die personified. And best believe, the results did show. When Goku and Vegeta pull back up to the future, they're prepared to show Goku Black that Saiyans like them have no limits. They charge together at full power, and Vegeta rushes Black immediately, putting pressure on bro's guard and sending him sliding back with a heavy kick. Black tries to respond by firing off key slashes at the incoming Vegeta, but the Prince is locked in, weaving through the attack, grabbing Black's keyblade, and landing a right. Black tanks it pretty well and tries to counter with a shot to Vegeta's side, but like I said, Vegeta is locked, catching the attack before it lands and applying even more pressure. Black starts losing his footing, sliding back, and Vegeta takes full advantage, knees him straight in the gut, hurling him into a building, and he's not even close to done yet. Activating that chase down Hall of Fame, Vegeta kicks Black in the same spot he needed him, driving his ass through another building.
That's a lot of damage.
Black is getting belted so bad that Zamasu tries to step in, but he got his own problems because Goku kicks his ass away before he can ruin the ones. Back to Vegeta and Black. After they trade some solid exchanges, Vegeta lands a kick and tries to follow it up, but Black catches the incoming punch and goes in with a keyblade. Vegeta stops it with his own energy, and at that moment decides it's finally time to really put the hurt on this nigga. Vegeta starts turning the fuck up, energy blazing. He lands a heavy to Black's midsection, follows it up with another, and firmly grasps Black by the head and drives him through multiple floors of a building before slamming him into the ground. Bro bounces off the floor like a basketball, and with how Vegeta's about to start dribbling this nigga, might as well call him Kyrie. Vegeta starts pummeling Goku Black, beating that man like he got Lex Luthor in his ear screaming 1A. And to make this beatdown even better, this whole time Vegeta is calling Black and his power Fugazi, before landing a full powered heavy that eviscerates the area around them just from the aura alone. And the icing on top, Vegeta walks up to an injured Goku Black, picking him up by his locks, headbutting him, then rocking him with the right, and really starts popping his Prince of Saiyan shit.
You're an interloper, a Saiyan imposter. And I'm the real thing. The almighty Prince Vegeta!
Yes sir, Vegeta! Let these niggas know! Vegeta completely dominates Goku Black in this fight, physically and verbally, genuinely one of his greatest getbacks, and a perfect high note to end this video on. So, if you enjoyed watching Vegeta slide on everybody who ever tried him, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And Goku fans, just so you know, I'm dead ass. Your GOAT is not safe from getting a losses video of his own. If you want that, let me know in the comments. And speaking of comments, today's question is, what's your favorite get back moment in anime? Me personally, a recent one gotta be Kuma's punch in Egghead. I won't go into details cause spoilers, but I'ma just say, that was one of the most satisfying punches I've ever watched. Let me know your picks down below. And until next time, peace.